This is the Guy to Georgia Outdoors, and this is a pre-introduction to the video. You're gonna see the full introduction in a minute. But here we are at about the second weekend of deer season, and we had some success opening weekend hunting a buck we named Elliot. In this video, I'm gonna kind of explain why we chose to kill this buck early in the year and why we chose to take him in general, take him out of the herd. But we needed some meat. It's gonna be a good hunt, so enjoy the video. This is the Guy to Georgia Outdoors. It is day 2, Sunday of deer season, the archery season here in Georgia. Yesterday we didn't connect on anything. We saw a few does. I had a really close encounter with a rattlesnake under my blind, and a little too close for comfort. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch that one. But here we are, day 2. We're gonna see if we can connect, put some meat in the freezer, because literally have none. We are gonna shoot the bow a little bit, round or two, just to make sure everything's hitting good, and then we're gonna get a drink and we're gonna head to the deer stand. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna bring you along with us this deer season, at least until we get a few kills behind our belt. But right now we're gonna shoot the bow, and then we're gonna head to the deer stand and see if we can connect on some deer. We're gonna be hunting with Schwacker broadheads this year, so they come with the practice tip. That's always a good little thing to do, is practice with the broadhead you're gonna be shooting. They say they fly like field tips, but it's always better to double check. So I don't know if you can see that bag, but we're gonna go for it. It's about 27 yards. Felt pretty good. Let's go check it. Let's go see how that shot turned out. And this is not a practice round. This is just kind of just to make sure everything on the bow is still hitting good and accurate. It's our job as hunters to make sure that we are as efficient as possible. That way we can kill these deer as quick and humanely, and minimize the time spent in the woods tracking deer. I would say that would do the trick. I was aiming right there, hit right there. That's 27 yards from the side of my house to right there. Pretty pleased with that shot. We hit pretty good with the bow. Feel confident. Now we're gonna get a drink. Yesterday I got Mountain Dew, didn't work, so let's see here. Drink of choice. I'm gonna go today Dr. Pepper Zero. If you haven't tried it, go for it. It's really good. And if I kill, I may reward myself with a Yoo-hoo. But we're gonna hit the Dr. Pepper Zero today. I like to mix it up. Yesterday was Diet Dew. Didn't work, so we're about to get our gear together, and we're gonna head to a stand. I do have food plots out, but they're just now breaking the surface, and I'll swing by on the way in and show you. But they're not quite ready yet for bow hunting. So now we're hunting over corn, and I say this in the last couple videos: if you ain't baiting, you just wait. Got a lot of clouds in the sky, and it's kind of windy, but it feels great. As long as this rain will hold off, I think it'll be a pretty good afternoon. It rained on us yesterday. Hoping it doesn't rain today. I'm not sure how well you can pick up on this, but I just planted this food plot, or actually all of my food plots, Monday, almost a week ago. And it's coming up pretty good, especially down here in this moist stuff. And I got clover, rye, oats, a few other things, some Australian winter peas, and it's coming in good, but just not quite good enough for me to hunt over it just yet. And I planted in the off season some crabapple and persimmon trees, and they're not dropping yet, but they're growing pretty well, except for this one. I think a buck got angry at it and already broke the top of it out. Right there, that was not like that just a few days ago. Pretty certain an old buck came in here and took the top out of my tree. So you win some, you lose some. Just got all our stuff set up in the deer stand. Whenever you sell film, it's a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna be honest. It's by the time you get everything set up, you're tired and sweaty. We got our camera set up. That's where we get the shots of the kill. Got our gear. Got that thermocell lit up because the mosquitoes are ripping. And I put my GoPro back behind me on that one. That way I can kind of get a second view and kind of talk to the GoPro, just a second angle, and it's a lot of work. But we're going to be using these Schwacker broadheads. They're one of my favorite. They're affordable, and I've had some good results with them. And once I get everything set up, I like to go ahead and pull back my bow, make sure nothing happened to it on the way here, and make sure I'm clear of all my cameras and limbs and stuff like that. So we're going to get the GoPro up there, and we're going to pull back and get ready for the afternoon's hunt. Everything's good. I do kind of have to be aware of some of those bushes, especially if the wind blows, but I have a nice little angle through there. We're looking at about 22 yards. I like to make it easy for me, so we're gonna sit back, relax, and see if we can drop the hammer on something in just a little bit. We've been in the stand for 5 minutes. Oh, I got a little bug down there. I can barely see him with binoculars. He looks like a little spike. He's not a spike. He's the messed up buck I've been seeing a lot on camera. He's got one normal side, one messed up side. I can't quite get any camera footage of him yet. I can kind of see him through the bushes with my binoculars. He might have went and laid down somewhere just to kind of wait for this wind to die down. think I made a pretty good shot on him. He didn't kick real high and he didn't make a lot of noise, but I think I put a pretty good shot on there. He is a buck I've been seeing on camera, and if you watch the channel, you know I got a bad genetics with that one side, and I think I smoked him. I looked at the footage and it looked like a pretty dang good shot. We're gonna get down and see if I can find some blood on my arrow and kind of go from there. Look at that right there. I bought these new arrows and you can't see it. I know it's getting washed out, but they are designed to show blood on the white part, and that is covered in blood. Like I said, it was a good shot, so we're gonna give him a few minutes. I'm gonna get my camera deer down and see if we can make the track job. All right, I'm gonna do my best to do the track job here. We got good blood on that arrow, went right through. He ran right down this trail and cut into the left. Let's see if we can pick up some blood. It's kind of hard to pick up blood in this mud. Right there. This way. This way. All right, now we're starting to get some good blood. Oh yeah, now he's starting to pump. I don't anticipate him being very far. And there he is, right there. This is exciting. He is a buck that I was wanting to get off of the property, because he ain't small. I can tell you that. He ain't small. He ain't small at all. At all. That is cool. Pretty good shot right there. We'll examine that in just a minute. But pretty good shot. Big old head on him. And that is the reason why we shot him. Right there. That is the reason why we shot him. If you can see that. I've got videos of this deer and pictures of this deer last season. And he just ain't there. I think he's a 3.5-year-old deer. I think I've had him on camera for that long. And he probably weighs 165 pounds, so not bad at all. And that was a pretty good shot. He did carry it a little ways, considering. Oh yeah, good shot. Now I gotta drag him out. I'm gonna put the camera down and drag this big boy out of here. If you're ever wondering how bad a shape you are in, just go kill a deer and drag it. This deer is a big deer. We just put him on the scale, weighed 180 pounds. I've had him on camera for about 3 years now. And this is what he is. And I know killing one buck's not gonna improve the genetics that much, but rut's coming around the corner and this buck will not be able to breed and needed meat in the freezer. And at 180 pounds, that is literally about the size of 2 of our does. So I get 2 birds with 1 stone. He's not pretty. He's kind of like Elliot off of Open Season, just a ugly rack. But, you know, I see a lot of people posting huge bucks they killed on Facebook. I'm excited with this one. This is a buck I wanted off the property. Made a lot of right decisions. I waited. I was patient. Got a good broadside shot. Put I would say a 10 out of 10 shot on there. Ran about 75 yards and killed over. So right now we're going to clean him out. My dad's out here with me. We're going to clean this thing out. Get it in the walk-in cooler. In a couple days we'll process it and have some meat in the freezer and make a happy wife. And when next time we have our deer chili, it will actually be with deer meat instead of ground beef. So right now we're going to clean this guy out, but once again, really happy with him. 180 pounds. That was our entrance hole right there. Quartering away just a touch and you'll see the exit hole. That Schwacker broadhead did the trick right there. No complaints. Good blood trail. Great wrap up of opening weekend. We got the deer mostly clean, but I had to stop to show you something. We weighed one of these hams, and look right there. That one ham weighs 30 pounds. 30 pounds. Now that is with the bone in it, but we're gonna get a lot of meat off of this deer. One buck like that, probably close to 3 small does, 2 big does, so it's a win-win around here. Got that deer cleaned. It is hot, so I'm ready for some cool weather, but now I can be a little bit more selective and buck hunt and kill me some does. So we're gonna get this thing in the walk-in cooler real quick. 30-pound ham. That's a hold that hook out of there. That's big.
It is.
All right, it has been about a week since we killed that deer, and we're in here. We quartered him and deboned him, and Josh is grinding right now. We got about a good old 90-10 ratio, and once we get all this ground up, we're gonna send some straight to my mom for lasagna tonight. Josh, what's your favorite kind of way to eat deer meat?
Hamburger.
Hamburger. We love hamburger around here.
If you start packing correctly, when you first start, it won't get all cattywampus.
How many deer do you think you can put in this freezer?
30, 40, easy. We playing on it too.
We got one special pack right here, a double pack. So it's going to my mom. She's gonna be making us lasagna tonight. That's what you call a good night. Fresh, never frozen deer meat, lasagna. Man, bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
I didn't know you spoke French.
Yeah.
We do all our processing here on the farm, and with this deer, we ground up most of it for hamburger. That's one of the most common ways we eat it around here. And as we're packing it up, I saved about 4 pounds out for my mom to make us some lasagna, and boy, was it good. I was really excited to kill that deer, and I didn't really know what to do with the antlers. And I have a guy who does all my European mounts, all these behind me. His name's Charlie with White Lightning Skulls, does a wonderful job. But I had a young guy, he's 16 years old, his name is Silas, reach out to me on Facebook, and he said he lives down the road and he does European mounts and he'd like to do one for me. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna let Silas do this one. I love to see young guys actually out there trying to work and make some money. So Silas did this one for me, did a wonderful job.
I'm Silas Kelly, I'm the owner of Jack's Creek Euro Mounts. You can find me on Facebook. I've been doing European mounts for 2 years now. This is my second season. And if you or anybody you know just need a Euro mount, just give me a call.
When given the chance, I love taking my deer early in the season. Number one, it kind of frees up some pressure for me to hunt specific bucks later in the year. And number two, bucks like this, they haven't lost their weight. They're not rutted out. And if you've ever killed a deer that's in full rut, they do have a smell, and their meat is a little bit of a different consistency. And this one was just, there was not any complaints about that meat. And when you can hunt a specific buck, it is rewarding when you're able to get him. And so we got Elliot. This video, I know, is not a trophy buck. There was people all over the state of Georgia killing really trophy class bucks, and that's not what you're getting here. You're just going to get some good honest hunting, me on my own farm shooting bucks that I have that are on my hit list, and in some cases it's big ones, in some cases it's Elliot behind me. But if you enjoy this kind of content, I always call it just good honest living. If you would hit that subscribe button, we do it all on this channel, a little bit of hunting, a little bit of fishing, a little bit of everything. But until the next one, this has been the unofficial, no doubt incomplete guide, Georgia Outdoors.